Robin Summer is finally here, and after reading her entire kit, I have to say she might end up becoming one of the strongest supports in Honkai Star Rail. She introduces a brand new mechanic called Vibe, and almost everything in her kit revolves around it. Massive team buffs and defense ignore that makes her potentially an overpowered generalist supporter. In this video, we will break down her entire kit, cover her eidolons, signature light cone, some of her potential synergies in the future, and whether she has the potential to become a must pull. So if you are excited about Robin Summer, please hit the like and subscribe button. Now if you have done that, let's get this video started. Robin SP or Robin Summer is a 5-star wind remembrance character. You guys probably already noticed that her role in the team is a buffer, but she has a base speed of 98 and max energy of 140. Before we begin to make breakdown of her kit, I think it's crucial to talk about her talent first, to introduce the key term Vibe, which is an important mechanic that can be stacked. Her talent gives the member sprite starting HP equal to 70% of Robin's max HP, and sets its speed to 180% of Robin's speed. Whenever ally attacks, heals, or provides a shield for the first time during any unit's turn, Robin gains 1 Vibe, up to a maximum of 50 stacks. So at default, the female bird is the only member sprite present. If her vibes reach 6, then the dummy bird is summoned, and if her vibe is 12 or more, another bird is summoned. If all 3 birds are present, she will dispel any crowd control debuffs to both herself and the birds. She then enters a special state and deploy a zone that will allow any ally damage to ignore a portion of the enemy's defense. Take note that while in the special state, Robin is immune to crowd control and won't receive any turns until the state ends. So what happens next? This has the connection to her memo talent and her memo's passive. When all 3 are present, they will restore 20 energy for Robin, which is very crucial. In addition to the connection with the memo talent, every bird present will increase the enemy's damage taken, so you will get a total of 20% vulnerability if 3 birds are present. In addition, while Robin is in that special state, the birds and their countdown will appear in the action order with initial speed of 140, and also increasing their damage dealt based on the number of the vibes you currently have. When their turn finally starts, the birds will use their memo skill to deal damage based on 150% of Robin's max HP. But one thing you need to know, this attack will consume half of your current vibes, with a minimum of 12 points to be consumed. After vibe reaches 0, Robin will exit her special state and the birds will gone. But you don't need to worry about Robin's lack of speed to return her normal rotation, because one of her memo's passive will grant her 50% action advance once the bird disappears. So from both her and memo talent revolves around the usage of vibe stacks. But what are the other benefits that we will get from this? First, like I just mentioned earlier, the vibe stack is responsible for increasing Robin's personal damage output, just like stated on her talent description. Secondly, this has a connection to her traces. Her first trace will allow her ally to gain additional attack, where vibe is also responsible to give a huge amount of it, besides a portion of Robin's max HP. With a condition, to get the attack buff, that ally's attack must be higher than Robin's. But to get this is easy since Robin is scaled from HP. For example, Aglaia could benefit from this. But if the condition is not met, that ally will gain crit damage boost instead, in which once again, the vibe stack is also responsible for the numbers. The third is energy. On the second trace, vibe is also responsible for Robin's energy generation. When she healed or shielded, they gain 12 stacks of grooves, in which upon gaining 5 stacks, she consumes this 1 groove and convert it into 3 energy. This shows that her ultimate is very important for her main carry. While we are on her traces discussions, why don't we just talk about her last trace? This allows her and the birds to get 50% instant crit rate. So TLDR, the vibe is important for her personal memo sprite damage boost, increase her ally damage through her attack or crit damage boost, and also responsible for her energy. Because we are talking about energy and vibe, so what's the use of her ultimate? Once activated, she will give 100% action advance to one of her teammates and later give them energy increase equal to 20% of their max energy capacity. Besides that, Robin also grants that ally a special buff where every time they attack, Robin obtains 1 stack of vibes. This will last for 2 turns and the duration expires by 1 at the beginning of Robin's turn. But just looking at this, we all know who her best synergy is, someone or some people that can do multiple actions or multiple turns. And yes, that's Aglaia. Aglaia having a high speed and frequent turn make it easy to obtain a vibe stack. On top of that, maybe her joint attack will contribute another 1 vibe stack since Garden Maker also involved into that ability. But besides Aglaia, I think other characters like follow-up archetypes could also pair well with Robin. So is there any way to gain vibe besides her ultimate? Yes, first the answer is on her skill. Once used, she summons her memo sprite, but if already on the field, she will heal them instead. On top of that, Robin will also gain 6 stacks of vibes. Besides that, don't forget about her technique. At the start of the combat, Robin will increase all ally damage by 30% for 2 turns, as well as gaining herself 6 vibes. So TLDR, how to get that vibe stacks is by using her ally attacks, which is available only after she ults to that ally target, and the second one is from using her skill, and lastly from her technique. So to sum everything up, Robin Summer is a support unit that can advance one ally by 100% while simultaneously refill their 20% energy, make her ally damage dealt to ignore some of the enemy's defense, give 30% party-wide damage boost, increase damage taken by 20% for enemies, and lastly, give attack boost or crit damage to her ally. One more important thing to note, the talent description that said, providing healing or shielding for the first time at any target's turn means including the enemy's turn. So if they attack you and you are using Hyacinth as your sustain, she will immediately heal you, right? Then I guess that heal will also contribute to stacking vibes for Robin herself. So I think it is safe to assume that the more enemies are there, more chance for them to land you a hit, and resulting in more vibe stacks to be generated. The scenario is when you use Hyacinth as your sustain. This is just a side note to her kit. Any of this could end up wrong, it all depends on the showcase video or even official release. Now that we have covered her entire kit, let's move on to her vertical investment. Take note that this is still V1, so many things could change as more updates come. For her E1, the max stacks of her vibe is increased by 20, and then the first time ally use skill that grants Robin a vibe, she additionally gains 2. So she gains more vibes, and that translates to more attack or crit damage boost, more damage increase for your team, and more energy for Robin herself. As for her second eidolon, this basically acts as Cypher's ultimate, if I'm not mistaken. The birds will record the damage you have dealt to enemy, and then later on after the member sprite use their skill, it also deals true damage, based on a portion of that recorded damage. Moving on to E4, upon entering the special state, Robin immediately gained 12 stacks of vibes, and the speed of the birds increases more. Lastly, her 6th eidolon, Robin will increase her team all-type rest span by 20%, as well as increasing the damage multiplier of her birds, and their crit damage with the massive stats. And then for her light cone, it gives wearer 30% max HP and gives them 1 skill point recovery after activating ultimate. When entering combat, it gives the wearer 40% action advance, and gives the whole team a speed boost of 20% that lasts for 2 turns. The duration should be more than enough since Robin won't take any action or turn during her special state anyways. Now let's talk about character and team synergy. Not gonna lie, the more we read her kit, the more we know that she is a general buffer, not only tied to a specific archetype. You want someone that acts fast and to take turns frequently, so her synergy is really good for Aglaia. The team will probably look like this: Aglaia, Robin Summer, Cyrene, and possibly Sustain, Huo for example. Not really sure if going Sustainless is doable, especially after knowing that in her kit, any heals or shields really benefit her. Robin's Summer ultimate is definitely something that is really appreciated by Aglaia. 100% action advance for her insane turns. On top of that, energy regen is very high for someone whose max energy capacity is above 200. Robin herself appreciates teammate that could act fast to gain more vibes, and Aglaia could do that. More actions means more vibe means more attack boost, defense signal for the team, and of course more energy for Robin herself. And then of course we won't be forgetting the Mono Remembrance team. The new line could be something like Castoris, Robin Summer, Evernight, and of course Hyacinth, so probably Cyrene will be replaced here. I'm not sure if this is the perfect team for Monoram, but they are certainly synergized really well here. Since none of these units will use or have high attack, that means they will get the crit damage boost from one of Robin's traces. Or you could replace Castoris for good, bring back Cyrene into the team, and make Evernight as your main DPS. So the setup will be Evernight, Robin Summer, Cyrene, and then Hyacinth. This is actually OP if your Evernight is E1 S1, assuming most of you already invest her vertically, especially after her rerun this time. Outside of Remembrance, Robin Summer could surprisingly work with Himeko Nova teams, because you know, this team consists of multiple actions and this let Robin generate faster and more vibes. The composition should be Himeko Nova as the main carry. As for the other 2 slots, you could use any member from the Astral Express, maybe Sunday, Wealth, Mortonex Blade, and for the last slot you can use Permancer as the shielder, or Huo for healer. Thankfully they introduced assist skill for Himeko Nova and make Robin a general supporter so that they both could synergize so well together. Not only Aglaia that could take more action, but follow-up archetype definitely want Robin as well. So the new follow-up teams will consist of Robin Summer, Ashvale, Emblade, and possibly Hyacinth as a sustain. You can use her ultimate and give it to Ashvale and let him do the amazing work. Seriously, this team is so far the most interesting to me, especially after knowing Ashfall's journey throughout the beta and even after official release. But look at him now, everybody wants this team in their account. And then let's not forget the Fate Club team. Yes, Robin Summer is having a great synergy with both Saber and Gil. Especially she's the replacement for RMC, and to be frank, they're literally one of the best supporters for Saber and Gil teams. And after knowing Robin Summer Kit is the upgraded version of RMC, this could be your team in the future. Saber as the main carry, and then Gil, and then Robin Summer, and finally Huopo as your sustain. The only archetypes where I don't really see Robin fitting are Elation teams and Break teams. So I guess in the end, Robin Summer is basically general buffer that offers some damage and is upgraded version of RMC. So you can technically fit her in where RMC usually sits at. So is she a must pull then? We cannot really answer that right now, especially at V1. Things could change as the beta goes on and of course her showcases video, but to be honest she has that potential to be a must pull. Once again, this is just my personal opinion only. So that's all for Robin Summer kit breakdown. What are your thoughts about her kit? Are you guys satisfied? Or on the other hand, she is mid and did not even make you interested? Please share your thoughts in the comments. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button, turn notification as well so you won't be missing out on any of my style content. I will see you guys on my next one. Bye bye!